Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya. So hello to all of you. It's now 7 p.m. here in St. Petersburg, Florida. And I just got done, first and foremost, going to the office, which have no power right now in Pinellas Park. There's roughly hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people still left. I think like 600,000 here in Pinellas County. Could be more. Could be more. Earlier there was no service. Spectrum was out of Wi-Fi. Power, internet, phone was down. There are certain cell towers, like I lost service over there on 38th Avenue. So it's horrific. It seems like every block there are trees. I don't have any trees. Trees are actually in front of me. But there are trees sizes you would never imagine that it could blow over like that. So it's every block, every block, starting from 13th Avenue, 9th Avenue, all the way to the office in Pinellas Park at the 88th Avenue. So from 9th Avenue, so you know, all of those blocks. Multiple trees hitting people's cars, down power lines, police tapes are up, caution tapes are up for the down power line situations. I wanted to thank the following immediate donors who have donated money towards food, water, supplies, gasoline, and subsequently electric generator. I can't even begin to, okay, let me back up a little bit. Thank you to Michael W. Phú, sư cảm ơn Phú, Carson, Julie, sư cô Tâm, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So since I posted yesterday, only 5 people donated. So I can't help people if I have nothing to work with. This is where we as a community band together to help one another. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but behind the camera, so if I move the camera behind, in front of me, is a house with the fence blown over. Matter of fact, there are pieces and panels 20 feet in front of me. And that's their generator. You guys can hear the generator going off in the back. Financially speaking, we're going to be experiencing, everyone in this region is going to be experiencing financial difficulties in the forthcoming days. Now, FEMA, on the last hurricane, Hurricane Helene, was going to help people $750 for like immediate necessity. That's on the FEMA website. That's what I read. People haven't even begun that process, and now we have this one. And then next week we're going to have another hurricane to come. So indefinitely, first and foremost, the electric generators, because in my mind I think that's the safest. This is in regards to my program and the novices that is under my program and the students, as local students that's under my program. First and foremost is to help them. Okay, let me get that comment out of the way here. Somebody put womp womp. And you know what, that's very mean. You know, some people, just because you're not here and you don't see what I'm seeing here, maybe you should turn on the news on CNN. This is ground zero. Wow, some of these people out there. So in preparation, we got to deal with the food situation. We got to deal with the supplies. We got to deal with the gasoline to get around. Not to mention me responding to people's homes, people who cannot speak English. You all know that I'm an interpreter serving areas of law and medicine. And my dad said, when are people going to go back to work? And I said, I don't know. So far what I can see, Publix is open. I would imagine Walmart. Sam's Club is not. I was really trying to pay attention. Every traffic light, only like 2 traffic lights between 9th Avenue and 88th Avenue, where I was traveling empirically, are out. Some intersections, the police would put the cones, and then there's no police officers there. So by the way, if you are watching and if you feel like you need to get out of the house, try not to get out of the house, because 95% of the intersections at the time of this talk is uncontrolled. That's why they call it traffic control device. But right now, all of them are out. And there's not enough police officers. Earlier on the radio, the police actually have a list like what I have here, so that they can move on to the next intersection. As soon as Florida Power fixes that, then they move on to the next one. So there's a shortage. They actually pull detectives to go into marked cruisers to help out. So there's a shortage of law enforcement and first responders at the time of this talk. I can't begin to fathom. I just don't know when things are going to be moving back up and running. And therefore, I need the resources in my program to help some of, first and foremost, the people in my program. Second of all, the Vietnamese community who cannot speak English, who cannot call power line people, who cannot call Spectrum. Everything's down. Food is getting spoiled. And so I need the resources to respond to these people here locally. Gas stations, out of gas. We're out of gas. You know, last time I remember, this is the power grid behind me. You guys can see that, right? Hold on, this one over here. And these guys are supposed to be buzzing. And I'm wondering why they're not buzzing. Right? Power grid. As far as I can remember, they're supposed to like do that zing sounds. But right now, I'm not hearing that right now. So big problem. We got a big problem. Big problem. Okay, so it's getting dark right now. It's 7:12, and the sun typically it's probably gonna get dark in like 20 minutes. I have to wrap this up. I just wanted to say thank you. But right now, we only have 5 donors. Michael, Fu, Carson, Julie, and Tam. 3 of these people are in California. Okay, well, I'm not trying to get... If you are in Pinellas County and you got to hang on, then hang on, and you got to take care of what you got to take care of. But for those outside of Florida who are not affected by the hurricane, and if within your means, and if all of your bills are taken care of, I need the resources to help people here. Some of my students are still in Orlando and have not come back and cannot come back. So they said, so I heard, that they can't come back yet. And they'll be back Saturday. Some of their fences are blown. I'm at a loss of words. I'm just at a loss of words. And then we have another hurricane coming up, and they say it's category 2. This was category 3. It felt like category 6. If this, you know, throughout 30 years living in Pinellas County, and when they talk about hurricane, you know, 4 and 5, we've heard it here. But I never imagined that was category 3 hitting us, and it was gradually dying down, and it did this much damage to our city. The Tropicana field, just look up Tropicana field, the dome, it blew off the dome. The dome was meant to put hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, that they laid out the flat foldable beds, or I don't even know what do you call those things, the camping things for people, for casualties and homeless people. I just don't know how the wind could do that, blow it the way that it did. And then oh no, oh, there it goes, here comes the wind. All right, hold on folks, hold on. Oh, that's messy. Oh no. Oh, hold on. These are very, very cheap tripods. All right, there's so much dirt on my phone that I can't get. Oh God. Sorry about that. Oh. You can't see me on that because they just face down on mud. Oh God. It's very wet out here. It's very, very wet out here. What was I saying? Oh, the crane situation. So if you were watching the news, on 400 Central Avenue, there's this humongous crane, because you know St. Pete is developing down at Central Avenue. I used to eat at La Vie, 441 Central Avenue. And so on the left side used to be a nice plain park, but now they've tried to build the not a hotel. I think it's a hybrid of businesses and condos or hotels. So there's this crane up there, right? So yesterday, category 3 spins this crane like it's a toy, like it's one of those things that you spin that makes noise. It was spinning this thing. And then all of a sudden, I guess it just couldn't handle it anymore. All of that weight distribution. And so it fell over and hit the 400 block on Central Avenue. Never seen anything like it. It looked like, and if you look at the pictures, because you guys are not here, it looked like World Trade Center. It's like situation again, all over again. Like deja vu all over again. So that's gonna be a big headache for our city. The police department had dedicated an entire channel to work that crane situation right now on the radio. An entire channel. Like I said, they have to pull extra resources within their own department to go out and now tonight. And by the way, if you're monitoring your home at night, you got to watch the cameras, because now we're gonna have looters. And tonight, everything is gonna go dark. Everything's gonna go dark. Like, I'm supposed to be seeing street lights right now, and I don't see street lights right now. And that means, again, like 500,000 people are not gonna have lights, electricity, food going bad. Yeah, I don't see any lights. We're at a power grid here, so that's the only 2 lights that I can see on the power grid. There's a church on my left. And I'm at 41st Street and where am I? What is 17th Avenue? Yeah. So if you see something on your camera, someone lurking around, you gotta call the police, okay? Because you can't do anything if it's not safe, and people breaking in and stuff like that. We've heard reports from the last Hurricane Helene, where there were hundreds of deputies in the Gulfport area patrolling, because people, they just go and victimize other people at their lowest. So anyways, I appreciate the 5 donors. Again, we need more donors. The Linktree on my link to raise money for food, water, supplies, gasoline, and subsequent electric generators, because we need them for this hurricane, and we need them for the next one next week. It seems like Florida can't catch a break. It's unbelievable, one after another, and they come in this type of intensity. All right, I'm sorry if I just sound disorganized tonight. Just my mind is just, I've never seen anything like it. Never seen anything like it. It's getting dark, folks, and I have to head back. Monks are not allowed out when it is dark. Please stay safe. And if you're in the Tampa area, Tampa was conducting rescues. There were people like stuck in places where, what was it? The stadium? Was it? No, USF, in the near USF, University of South Florida area. So again, if the mayor has already said, if you don't need to be out, and let them do what they got to do and drain some of this water. It's very high risk right now. And if you have respiratory problems, it's not good. Flooding is not good for respiratory problems. So again, I like to conclude my talk, and we have to go right now. People were signaling to me that we have to go right now, so that's why my eyes are like. All right. Again, the Linktree is going to be on there, or you can Zelle to 727-459-1697, 727-459-1697. I'll publish that at the end of this talk. The Linktree is available and resources for those who can and within your means. Available on all of my social media platform to help our neighbors and to prepare for the next one. Let's resolve this one first, and with the extra resources we have to prepare for the next one. This never stops. It's like samsara for us, for all of us. Okay, may you all be well, be happy, be free, and always be healthy until the very next time. And thank you in advance for those who have the heart of giving and thinking about our neighbors.